Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Clemson Tigers, and the Huskers will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So Clemson's offense will have the football first. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Pierre. Catch in the middle, it's Slater. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Ball. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
Looking to throw on 3rd. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target. On the in-breaking route, got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Hands it off. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Tigers. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And they did tack on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Nebraska's offense will take the field for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field. And
makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old-school Clemson great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Third and long equals pass almost every single time. Pin your ears back, go get the quarterback. Great job by the defense understanding the situation. Everybody flying upfield, putting pressure. Know the quarterback's going to hold it. Get to him, strip, sack, you get the rock.
Back to pass, it's Pierre. Using his legs to buy some time. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Guys, let's a little bit about Clemson. Boy. Have a big pickup in recruiting, stud in the secondary, five-star defensive back, gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a five-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed, the measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
The running back has it. Across the 25. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Completes it along the sidelines, but that'll be for no gain. Now, guys, when you're talking about Clemson, as most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, five-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through.
Touchdown, Clemson! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time and it ends up being a touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Behind his big tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. There's not a lot more beautiful in football. Then the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end, can catch the football and make big plays.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
They'll try it over the left side. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40. The Cornhuskers are on the move. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Huskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw again. Floats it out in space. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the 1st down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Gives it on the option. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage.
Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop.
Going for it all. Just threw that one way too far.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
This time he's got his man. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
Looking for a man. It's Pierre. Quickly to the tight end.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Wants to fire on second down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
The Huskers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Punts it out of the air. And he's going to be just short of the 1st down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cornhuskers will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Motion from the back. The option look. Creates a little room. There he goes. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play.
Really nice job there making a play with his legs. And I'll tell you, you think recently about Clemson quarterbacks and guys like Taj Boyd, Deshaun Watson, Trevor Lawrence, they were all dangerous throwing it, but they also all have the ability to make plays with their feet. And that's one thing this guy can do. He truly is a dual-threat quarterback.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down. Offense working from the pistol. To the ground, he's got it again. Finds a little bit of room, give him a couple down to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Dropping back, it's Pierre. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Clemson. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. The give to the single back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Gets it to the back. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And the misconnection on 3rd down. And the Huskers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 30. He gets a block. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To throw, it's Pierre. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. The old saying is pick your poison. Both of them are lethal when you deal with this guy. He fits that Clemson quarterback mold.
That's what stinks. So, yeah, I got to come up and worry about his legs and make sure I bring a safety down to be aggressive in stopping this Clemson running attack, and then he throws it over my head. So tough to defend when you get all the speed, the running game going, the tempo, and then a quarterback that can run and throw. Good luck.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to...
Turning it on! Out of bounds, stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, and now they feel like they have room to operate. A lot of yardage in front of them, 1st and 10 from their own 19. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Hoffman. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Just keeps slinging it. Tosses it incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it! Touchdown, Nebraska! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into that.
And the extra point cuts into the lead just a touch, 35-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Missouri is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to LSU. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Pierre. Makes the grab. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Clemson jumps to the line. Looking to throw for it. Trying to set up the screen. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to take off. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
Pressure coming. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time they let him get out of bounds.
No good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points.
Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable.
The Tigers will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Off play action. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. What a play he made. Makes the interception, then takes it back to the 36.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The give to the tailback. Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the blow and gets it to the 29. And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Pierre. Quickly complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man, or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Balls at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Motion from the wideout. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Slater. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun. Give on the inside. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off the play fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. 3rd down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. just set him up. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Looking to pass. It's Pierre. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down, scrambling for the first down. He's had a day where he's really shown you he can do all things on the football field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's good.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Clemson.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get...
Breaks into the open. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. The Huskers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Might as well give it to him again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Under fire. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that's why you got to avoid 3rd and long situations if you're on offense, because the defense knows it's pass, and all these guys are pinning their ears back. They're getting upfield, and you're under so much duress. On top of that, you give up a fumble. That is a huge play for the defense.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Scanning the field, it's Pierre. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run it. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll send the back in motion. On the option. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And man, what an interesting call. 4th and medium, and the offense says, run. They don't want to pass the football. They run the option. They get it to the pitch man. He catches it, but this defense does a really good job. You can tell they know where the sticks are, and they get the big turnover on downs.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast.
Ball's out. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
On that RPO, the QB is just trying to keep it himself and see if he can get the first down, but nothing doing. He wasn't able to spring free, just too much speed defensively, and now it sets up fourth down.
They booted away on fourth down. Catch is made at the 15. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Back to throw, it's Pierre. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down and nothing doing there.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
Going to sling it on second down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
The Cornhuskers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking down the middle. It's caught. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the middle. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really...
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Tigers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Wants to throw. It's Pierre. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Clemson will send the punt team out. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. First play of the drive comes from the 41. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got his man. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's got him in the flat. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Huskers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short.
And David, on third and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get by.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
The Huskers are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. On target to the left. He was smelling that end zone, and they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Love the route there by the tight end and man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
Looking to get it in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. They'll try to power it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make...
Touchdown, Huskers! Fired in from the red zone for the score. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but... you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs. That last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to scramble. He'll try to do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. They've got it down to the 32. First and 10 coming. Fires to the big fella. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be second and 3.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
Defensive coordinators draw up all these blitzes, and then you got a guy like that, and he just can roll, and he can get out of things. He's a magician, just pops out of things, makes plays. He got outside the pocket, incomplete pass, but you know what? I was still holding my breath.
Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This reminds me of the guy I used to play for in college down in Gainesville, the head ball coach. He used to like to do this. He would have big leads in the fourth quarter. He was still letting his QBs throw it deep down the field.
He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got it on the move. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
He makes a grab, and he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
Really nice job there of the quarterback reading coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up first and goal.
They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. Trying to pound it in. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on first down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good...
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On third down, he drops to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Sends it back in motion. Here comes the option. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Clemson is quick to the line. The play action fake. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
He's going to look for a man on third and short. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And the offense comes up short on third down, but I'll tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on fourth down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
After this, it'll be a wrap. Throws it back. Oh, they're after him. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the fourth. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal.